Okay, Manager Vera Pauw, Captain Katie McCabe, start with the live questions, so then we're going to do an embargoed section. So just cameras, so I just want to say embargoed, if you can just switch off please, I'll let you know. Any local journalists want to ask questions?
Hi. Welcome back to Scotland.
Thank you.
You obviously did a lot for the Scottish game when you were here.
Thank you, I did my best.
What have you made of the progress of women's football, especially here in Scotland?
Well, I think it only went up. There has not been a stop. It never went back. And I'm very impressed by the programs that have been set in. I'm very proud that the basic structures are still there, the way that we have set it in. And don't forget to mention in that Sheila Begbie. She was the director of women's football, and we worked together. I did the technical part, and she did how the policy side. And well, we were a good team, I think.
You also know a lot of the players, some of them are still involved now. How beneficial could that be for you tomorrow night?
No, I don't know these players, other than you would know them or anyone else would know them. Because of course I went to the Netherlands in 2004, so that's 18 years ago. No career survives 18 years.
Now Ireland have never been to a World Cup. What would it mean to you and the girls to get there?
This is a first that Ireland would qualify if we would succeed. And Scotland has been already in 2017, the World Cup 2019, so they have the experience of playing finals, of playing those playoffs. And I think that is the key difference between them and us, that they have the experience how to draw it over the line. On the other hand, I've also seen how they lost it at the final minute, final second of the game. But they have learned from that and they bring that with them. And other than that, there's some fantastic players in that squad who can make the difference with a core group around it, who all grew from 2017 and 19. So the team is really on a high, and we need to put something against it.
And Katie, your teammate unfortunately not Kim Little, your teammate Jenny Beattie, you'll be playing against her tomorrow night. Have you had any exchanges with her about this game?
No, no, we've not spoken. I think you spoke to her after the game on Thursday, and then that was it. I've not spoken to anyone else since. I think she knows how kind of focused I am on that aspect. But yeah, maybe we'll be friends on Wednesday. Who knows?
Any other local journalists? No? Ashwin?
Yep. Hi Vera, how are you? Here from Off the Ball. Yourself and the full squad, you sat down to watch Scotland versus Austria. What did you make of the game?
That the very best team won, by far the best team on the night. And huge respect for what they've achieved. It was not an easy game, but they were the deserved winner. And what I just said, with a lot of dynamics and mobility in the team, and special qualities.
And there's a number of injuries for you personally. Was it hard to pick the starting 11?
Well, the number of injuries, of course, influences the lead up to the game, but we've made our choices and we fully go for that and have trust in it.
And how Katie has training been since you got back in camp?
Yeah, no, training's been really good. I think it's kind of flown by, to be honest. We had a really good week in Dublin. So we got a lot of our work done there, and then had our final session yesterday in Dublin. So no, it's been nice. It's been good. It's been positive. Obviously, we're excited to get going tomorrow night, and looking forward to seeing how Hampden is tonight at training.
And obviously Ruth Littlejohn, she's out with her injury. I suppose this is a game that she would love to play and see from Scotland. Yeah,
of course, Ruth especially, but along with Megan Connolly, Jess Sue, Savannah McCarthy, Ella Malloy, Leanne Kiernan. Unfortunately, the long injury list is there, but we'll be making sure we've got them with us as well tomorrow. It won't be just obviously the 11 on the pitch or the girls on the bench. It'll be those girls as well that are missing out, that played such a massive part in our campaign and in order to get us here as well.
And as captain, how do you not let that affect the team morale, having such influential players not involved?
Look, we know, I think we've grown. One thing I've seen within this team over the course of the campaign is the growth and the competitiveness within the team. We've shown we've got depth now, whether we do have injuries early on in the campaign and then obviously towards the end of it. And players have come in and stepped up to the job of being an international player and have done really, really well. And obviously that's down to themselves, from whether they're playing out professionally in leagues across Europe, and then obviously taking their opportunity when it comes. And yeah, it's really positive to see, and it's positive for the national team going forward.
And for you personally, what would it mean to make it to a World Cup?
Yeah, it's stuff of dreams, isn't it? It's you dream of playing at major tournaments. I can't get too ahead of myself. We still have to obviously play the game, and I think one thing for us over the course of the campaign is they've all been massive games, so this is no different. Yes, we know what's at stake, but we know our strengths, and we'll be looking to do everything we can tomorrow night to get over the line.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Emma?
Vera, just to confirm, fully fit squad otherwise?
The squad that's in, yeah,
Yeah,
they're fully fit. Yeah.
Okay. And then just, I suppose, the enormity of the game, like, it can't be ignored that this is absolutely massive. Like, how do you kind of temper expectations within the squad? Is it that, what Katie just said, knowing the growth curve this team is on?
Yeah, I said it already last week, and I mean it. We've played already a few finals. Finland home, Finland away, Sweden away especially, Sweden home. It was unfortunate, but also that was a final for us. If we wouldn't have had those results there, we wouldn't have been sitting here now. So even Slovakia game to take it over the line to miss out in the first round of the playoffs. So for us, those games that we have played were as crucial as this game. And that is how we approach it, in the same way, in the same style.
And then Vera, just maybe a word for Jessie. Obviously it was confirmed today it is her ACL, tough injury, but I'd imagine the whole squad are around her just like the other girls too.
Yeah, she came in the hotel for a moment so that we could all embrace her, which was good and unfortunate. I think that is something to be discussed after this game.
And Katie, just one for you. The manager that signed you for Arsenal is over Scotland. I suppose fond memories of him at Arsenal, but then coming against them now tomorrow night, what will that be like?
Yeah, of course. Look, I'll always. Pedro was my first manager at Arsenal, and he brought me into a club I admired growing up, and supported, having obviously a lot of Irish girls representing Arsenal when I was growing up too. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. But it's all about Ireland from me, and I'll be saying hello to him.
Any further questions?
Just one quick one. Vera, I know you've spoken about the staggered games tomorrow night and potentially Ireland being at a disadvantage because of that. But now the later game, so you will know exactly what you have to do when the game kicks off. So I mean, that will work in your favour, obviously.
Yeah, true. The other teams will not be happy with it. When I said it with my heart of sports development, fair play and fair competition. That was my remark. That we're now on the positive side does not take my remarks away, because I still find that those games should have been started at the same time.
And have you got your completely understand now the ramifications? Like if the games go to extra time, that if they go to penalties, does that count as a draw? Is that you understand? So they get a point.
But if it goes to extra time, then it counts as a win.
Confusing, isn't it?
Just win. Yeah, can I just follow on about penalties? Have you, I'm sure you've practiced them, but have you been able to do anything to practice the pressure in front of a crowd in a massive stadium?
You cannot duplicate the pressure in a crowd. You can't. There's no way to go around that.
Vera, just on that, the 21s, they didn't practice before the game because they were afraid of being in Israel. They might have been watched. Is that coming into the brains at all since you got over here? Do you want to practice penalties today?
We don't compare ourselves with others. We do it our way.
Are you practicing today?
No.
And what sort of threats will Scotland pose for your team?
Sorry?
What sort of threats will Scotland pose for your team?
Well, what I just said, they're very dynamic. They have the ability to get behind the defense. They have individual qualities to break a game open. And they are using their wings in a very, very efficient way.
Nicola, last one.
Just really quickly, having watched Northern Ireland's journey in the European qualification, Katie, do you feel that the way that the support's behind you and the impact that potential qualification could have on girls and women's football?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for us it's about, obviously reaching that first major tournament and creating that history, but what it'll do for women's football in Ireland will be massive. And that's what we want to do. Obviously, we want to achieve that goal, but we want to also inspire young girls in Ireland and making sure that they can dream and hopefully play for Ireland too. And I always talk, I've obviously got my little sister who's representing the under-16s at the minute, and we want to put ourselves in that limelight to show that they can achieve and play professional football and make major tournaments. And obviously, the focus will be on winning the game, but obviously if we win it, I think the knock-on effect of that could be massive for women's football in Ireland.
Must be a great sense of pride in leading that charge. Yeah,
of course. I think ever since I got the captaincy, it's as a young kid, I've always wanted to represent Ireland. So to do it as captain, it fills me with pride each and every single time, and it's something I'll never take for granted. Leading the girls out, and it'll be an absolute pleasure to do it tomorrow night here at Hampden as well.
Thank you. Good luck.
It's actually the ultimate goal of elite football, of international football, to inspire the next generation. Because why would you put so much money into a few players? But that is because of developing the whole game all over the world, and because it gives a massive future for girls. So if we would succeed, it would change lives.